in the house. Oh no, here it is. Okay, hello everybody. It's Terry with Mill and Dill Designs, and I am the Mill. I haven't been on this page in a little while, but I'm excited to be here with you this evening. We have been having internet issues, so I'm hoping that tonight will be more stable. I can't promise that I'm going to be stable or that David's going to be stable, but I hope you can hear me and see me and that everything's working perfectly. Let's just keep our fingers crossed. So let me pull it up on my feed, and that way we can all talk to each other. And now David's here. For those of you that don't know, he is my husband, and he will be monitoring your comments. And I'm going to stay focused on the project so we can get it done. But if you have a comment or if you have a question, please post it in the comments, and David will, shout it out at me and let me know. Okay? So I'm happy to be here. Hope y'all all had a great, fabulous, wonderful day. We were busy here in the shop today and got some rearranging done, and it feels good. It feels good. Please turn my volume up. Okay, let me see how to do that. Actually, I don't have my microphone on. I could put that on.
That might help.
Let's see, where is it? Over here.
And I'm not on here. I can't find it.
Okay, well, I can't do that right now.
But don't worry about it.
Okay, let me put the microphone on and see if this will help us. Time.
Okay. If we just had sound. Everybody else is saying they can hear you fine. I guess it's that one.
No. I'll see. Okay, is this better? Can somebody give me a thumbs up if this is helping with the volume? Hello. What's cooking today? Somebody said. Well, let me just tell you.
Not Terry.
No, I'm not cooking. Not this girl. Let me know if that is a better volume, please. So I can make some adjustments if I need to.
Voice is booming. She had you turn down the one that couldn't hear you. Hang with us while our Stargo gets some cold water. She gets a tickle in her throat, and we just about lost her here. I don't know CPR, so hang with us. She'll be right back, and we'll get started again. And everybody's got sound booming. Catherine Miles said everything's good, so we're all good to go. We'll get Terry back here, and we'll get started again. Can we do a drum roll for you? Okay. False start.
Sorry. All right, let's try this again. One thing, I got hot.
You are hot, baby.
Okay, here we go. Excuse me. I need a tissue. Not where I should put them.
Tissue?
Here they are.
High needs tonight.
Okay, I'm so sorry. We had a lot of dust flying in the shop today. And that always
And you
gets
swallowed
me.
most of it.
Okay, Linda, come back when you can. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a huge table centerpiece. Okay? What I have here are 2 teardrops. They are, I want to say 36 inches maybe. We'll see how long they are. Actually, these are 34 inches. Okay. Now, what I want to do is, and these are exactly the same, okay? Exactly the same. And I'm going to zip tie them together. Okay? I apologize for all this hacking up my lungs. Oh, thanks, sweetie. So we're just going to look at the back of these and make sure that you've got them flat. So if you need to move some of the greenery around, just make sure they're flat. Okay? All right, I'm going to stack them. And again, this is going to be for a pretty big table, a long table. And I'm just going to stack them one on top of the other. And I'm doing it, let's see, I don't know, about 5 inches or so. And I'm going to just zip tie them together. Coming around the back. And pulling it tight. Here we go. Oh my goodness, I feel like I've been gone forever on this page because we've been having so much fun in my private group. We're in there twice a week at least.
You gotta spend some time with the ones that brought you.
Yeah, I know. Trying to do better. Well, one of the things that we've been fighting is our technology being very unstable and not reliable. So that's been an issue.
Man crawling.
So I've got these connected in the middle. Right? Look, they're all together. So what I love about this is you can get a very nice long length for some of the bigger tables that are out there. And I'm just going to put 2 on there. I think they'll work fine. Okay. These swags are very inexpensive and affordable. So pick some up. And I think you're going to find this to be an easy project. You could also do this for a fall arrangement. Tonight we're going to do a Christmas table centerpiece. And just kind of fluff out your greens. All right. Hopefully all this sneezing and stuff will stop. Now, I'm going to put just a little piece of foam. Let me see. This is 4 by... No, this is 6 by 4. 6 by 4. And it's 2 inches deep. Oh, nice. My servant got me some water.
Servant.
We would be so happy for you to share this video. That would be a blessing. So somebody else could get in on the fun. All right, so what I'm going to do is get some tape. Some floral tape, just comes in a roll. And this is also very inexpensive. And I'm going to wrap around on a couple of places toward the edges. Like that. And it's sticky, so it's going to stick to itself. I was doing fine, then all of a sudden it's camera time, and there goes my throat. Always happens. So I'm just going to put it in a couple of places like so. I know a lot of people are live tonight, so trying to compete with a lot of other people, but it's fine. You can always watch the replay. Okay, so I've put those 2 pieces of tape right there. Now, I'm going to put this in the center of the centerpiece. I'm going to put it in the center. And we're going to get some more zip ties. And I know these are not going to be long enough, so I'm doing that trick where you extend them. So I'm going to fish it underneath. Come around. Now, my goal is to put the zip tie on top of this. Let me zoom in so you can see this really close. So you can see it on the tape, okay? All right. Now I'm just going to pull that really tight, and the reason you put this tape on there is it helps you to keep from cutting into the styrofoam. Okay, so see there? It keeps it from tearing it. So right now, what we're doing is building our mechanics. All right? Okay, so here goes my second one. All right, so make sure it's on top of that tape. And then just we're going to cut these off. Now, we have a very solid, stable foundation to start designing on. Yes, Paula, that's a great... Laura wants to know, do we lose power? No, we never did. Didn't know of. Okay, I've got just some... These came from Hobby Lobby at the end of the season last year, which means I paid probably 10 cents on the dollar for these, because nobody wants this kind of stuff at Hobby Lobby after the season is over. So that's when you should be grabbing it. I mean, this was like, let's see how much it was last year. $1.99, so that means you could have gotten this for like 19 cents. And what they're good for, besides really nice fillers, is we're going to use this to cover our mechanics on the block, because we don't want this showing. So I'm going to just cut off a piece. And wrap it around Let me bend this in so it'll turn the corner. So I'm just going to wrap it around this block of foam. And to do that, I'm going to use greening pins. These greening pins are available anywhere. Hobby Lobby's got them, Michael's, even Walmart carries these. So it's just a handy little thing to, it's like an oversized staple for you to use. So here's what I'm doing. Let me show it to you from this angle. So I'm covering the foam and I'm just laying it across this side. We're going to go all the way around and just put those greening pins in a few places. You don't even have to glue it at all. Just make sure it's nice and secure. And see how well that mixes in with the other greenery we've already established. Okay? So I'm going to take another one. Yeah, if you can get this greenery when it's on sale, that really does help with your overall costs. Thank you, Ginger. We've missed everybody. And we've just been so busy in the station getting that started and launched. And but we're back. We're back. Now listen, y'all don't forget, we have an event coming up in Longview, Texas, which is about an hour away from where I live. And on November 1st through the 4th, myself and Jackie from Jackie's Recent Things and Dylan from Ellis Home and Garden are doing a Christmas workshop. Jackie will be doing a deco mesh design. I'm doing a grapevine design, and we've got the kits ready for you to purchase, and we'll have those available for you when you check in. It is a 2-day event, but you only need to come one day because we're just repeating the agenda for the next day. But we would love for you to be there. So many great tips that you're going to learn. Hands-on. A little bit of bow making. And designing that will be happening. So I hope that you can make it. Now I'm going to just connect a few of these green leaves here, branches together to cover the top. Again, most of this is not going to show because I'm going to be putting some stuff on top of it, but just to be sure. Okay. Now that we got the mechanics covered, I want you to flatten out all these green pieces of greenery on the top. Like, I want them flat. And then we're going to fluff this around on the outside. Okay, so here's what we have. Yes, we are definitely thinking about all these people that are in the path of the storm. In fact, we vacation in Cape San Blas just about every summer, if not every other summer, and near Apalachicola. And I understand that's where it was hit pretty bad. We have a reservation already for next year at a beach house that we've stayed in before there. I don't even know if it's going to be there. So we'll just have to see. Okay, here we have it. Now we're ready to start building, okay? So far, so good. Boy, David's being really quiet tonight.
I'm chit-chatting with all my friends over here.
Oh, okay. He says he's chit-chatting with y'all.
We've got ladies and gents in here from Georgia, and they're still online with you tonight, so.
Yay!
At least all the electricity going.
Okay, I have this awesome snowman hat, or it could be an elf hat. Either one, but these are out there. I've seen them just about every place imaginable. I got this one from General Wholesale. where I buy most of my materials. David will put the link in there for General Wholesale. It's www.
Did you have a tag for it?
No, just put in their website.
Oh, okay. Are you going to tell them too?
Hmm?
That's why you're telling them, you're telling me.
Okay, www.generalwholesalevivian.com.
Okay.
All right, so here we have our hat. Make sure it's centered on your block of foam. Okay. And I'm going to use some greening pins to anchor it to the foam. All right. And what I'm going to do is push it in. There's a band around here. So I'm going to push it in as close to that band as I possibly can. And this is pretty thick cardboard, so I may have to get a starter hole. So I have this awl. And I'm going to get a starter hole there so I can put the pick in there. Now what I might have to do is go and put a little bead of ribbon there just to hide these greening pins because they are showing, so I'll put a little enhancement of some sort around it. Probably some boa, snowy boa. So you can always come up with a way to hide your mechanics. So, let me show you what I've done. I've taken those greening pins and I've just put it right around the edge of the hat. And because this is cardboard and it's pretty thick, I'm gonna, I use this to start a little place to put it in there. And this is not going to show because I'm going to cover it up. You can always find ways to disguise what you're doing. So already that's giving me a nice secure fit on the foam. Make sure your items that you're using on your designs are securely fastened on what you're doing. And, you know, your quality of construction is going to make all the difference in how long it will last, either for yourself or personal use or for your customers if you're selling them. Okay, let's do some on this side.
Is this for a customer of yours, or you just?
No, I'm just making it.
Awesome.
We may use it on our table. Unless somebody wants to buy it, then, then that's what will happen. take the time to put this stuff together. You know, in a way where it's going to stay for you. You may want to skip these steps, but I'm telling you, make the effort.
This is a great group tonight. We got 121 people on here, and
Great.
yeah, they're hanging with us. Nobody's dropping out, so they like what you're doing.
This would be a very easy project to do, and most of the materials are going to be readily available at your craft store. You don't have to have anything very special to do it. So my main goal is to get this hat on here so it's not wobbly and it's going to stay, right?
If I wanted to write wobbly, how would I spell that?
Wobbly.
Like probably, but wobbly?
Now David is commenting. Are you commenting with your name or my name?
Actually, you're up there.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Anything from Mill and Dill is coming from him, just so y'all know.
You're not liable for this, then.
Well, I just don't want them to think it's me. I'm busy creating. Okay, I'm going to put this last pin in. Alright, look. Not going to fall out. Right? Not going to fall.
Not going to do.
Okay, so let's talk about hiding these pins, okay, because you can see them. And I don't know where Sis put my fuzzies. David, look up there where it says feather boas. See if this is long enough. Hot diggity dog, that piece was just perfect. So this comes from Hobby Lobby, and you can cut it. This is just a piece that was left over from another project. But y'all, I'm just going to glue that around the brim to hide, first of all, these pins, but it gives this such a soft, snowy look too that it really just adds to the design, I think. Okay. So I'm going to come right here and then just use my glue gun. Please be careful when using glue. You know, it can be a bad thing if you have hot glue on your flesh. It's never, ever, ever a good thing. So I'm going to use something else to push it onto the glue. And why are we doing this? We want to hide the mechanics. We want it to be finished out professionally. Don't make it look all cheesy, like you don't care. And I think you will see with just a simple little adding this on the brim, it will make your design look totally professional. Okay. And I think it just makes the hat even cuter, in my opinion. Makes it really stand out. That was a perfect little piece to put in there. And it just happened to be a scrap. Oh, la, la, la. Here I am preaching about the glue gun, and then what do I do? Y'all, this just made it. Cute as a button.
Ow. Oh.
Let me secure this end a little better. Okay, look what we did. We just put that fur right there around that hat, and it made it super duper special.
And you're getting a lot of hearts for that.
Isn't that nice? It just gives it another little touch. Okay, now the fun begins. Not that the other wasn't fun, but we're going to build some other stuff. Yay! Now I've got little fuzzy feathers everywhere. This is going to be a super duper long arrangement or a centerpiece, but it will make a huge statement on a table. Now I'm just going to make sure that I've got some of this fluffed out really well. And see, because we built our mechanics properly, we don't see any of that foam or anything right there. You could use a cute snowman here or a Santa. And really could even put like a little elf up here. Would be so adorable. Now I do have some elf legs that match this, but because I kind of want to put this in my dining room, I'm going to keep it a little bit more formal than having the legs coming out. But just let your imagination go crazy. Now see, this end's fluffed out and this end over here on the right is not. So just see the difference. These are the kind of things we do in Terry's Creation Station, things that are kind of outside the box a little bit. And I would love for you to join our group. Tomorrow night, I am doing an intense, in-depth study or teaching on how to choose your ribbon and color and texture. And I've heard so many people say they really struggle with how to select their ribbons. So I'm going to do a training on that tomorrow night. And right now we're having trainings on Monday, Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. They're all available once you join to go back and watch them in a folder, video folder. So you'll have access and you can download them and save them to your computer. And then we have a featured video that's recorded every month with multiple camera shots and very high quality HD video. So I figured out that based on the tutorials we've done thus far, they come out to about $3 a tutorial. You're getting some really good information. All right, so I've got this all fluffed out and it's ready to decorate. Okay? Now, for tonight's project, I'm gonna put all my boas. I have a little collection of boas, all colors, all different types, because you just never know when you're gonna need one. There we go. Okay, I picked up just a few of my picks that are in my stash, and we're going to start building on this beautiful swag centerpiece. Now, on this one, I am going to be more symmetrical. On some designs, that's not a huge big deal, but on this one, I want to make sure if I do it on one side, I'm going to do it on the other, so that it is a symmetrical design. And I'm using my nifty little stem cutter, which I adore. And I'm going to use my, let me open my view just a little bit. I'm going to use my pick machine and put a pick on this, mainly because it's so thick. I want it to go into my foam without any problem. I wonder if this is not the one I use usually. Let me get my other one. Yes, I've got 2 pick machines. Because when you've got 2 of something, you've really got something. Alright, I'm going to put a little glue. The stem cutter that I'm using, Kathy, is called an Easy Cutter. General Wholesale had some. I'm not sure if they're sold out, but they had a few. Alright, so I'm going to go right here. Remember, there's foam underneath that hat. Remember that. So I'm going to go down toward the foam in the center and secure this pick. I'm just going to push it in there and then spread this out. I got a little carried away with the glue. It's on one of my pieces of greenery, so guess what? Just cut it off. Pardon me. Okay, cut that off because it had glue on it. No biggie. Now, those of you that are in my group, you know I talked to you about manipulating your picks and making them do what you want them to do. And so never leave anything just flat. So I'm going to take that one and just kind of lift it up. You can use any kind of picks here and they would be perfectly fine. But I do love this stem cutter. It makes things so much better. Less effort. Why is this one? Let's see if this. You know why this one wouldn't work? I'm out of picks. Let's put some picks in there.
You might be out of picks.
Yeah. I'll be darned. I guess I am.
Doing some maintenance there.
Yeah, we got a little break for picks. Now, there's just a few left down here in the bottom. And what I find works really good is I have one of these little magnet doodads, and it'll lift them up, because you don't want to touch those things. They'll cut you. So I use this little magnet thing to take out the few that are remaining. If you want to know how to use a pick machine, you can go to our YouTube channel, and there's a whole video on the steel picks. And it will show you how to load it, how to oil it. Okay, we're back in business. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side as I did over here. Let's turn it around. A little bit of glue. Yeah, Kathy, we're going to try to do better now that we've had technology problems. So, I appreciate you wanting us back. Okay, wait, I'm going to put this in under the foam. There it is. Bring it up and out. Never leave it flat and boring. Okay, so here's what we have so far. You know, when you break this down just into the steps that I give you, it's really not a big deal. I mean, you totally can accomplish this even if you're a newbie, if you're just beginning. When you have the steps 1, 2, 3 to accomplish it, you're going to be fine. Okay, so I have these cute green leaves. These came from Ellis Pottery. And so I'm going to put a few of these in.
You better explain where Ellis Pottery is, because that's a regional.
Right, but they have a website.
Okay.
And they ship, so. Alright, so I'm going to put a pick in this. If you don't have a pick machine, you can totally put these in without. I just prefer it. So I'm going to spread this out somewhat and bring those other picks up kind of through it. So they don't get hidden. And that just added a whole lot of sparkle and fun. You can see that. And remember, if I did it over there, I'm going to do it over here. And make it all balanced. Beth made an angry face. Beth! I do that stuff all the time. Hit the wrong button. Thank y'all for sharing and joining us tonight. It means a lot to us that you're here. I don't have thousands of people on my lives. And that's okay. I'm fine with having intimate groups that we can talk and enjoy each other. And it makes me happy when I see you join us, because I know you could be doing anything else, other things. So thank you so much. So I'm just pulling these little swirly things kind of through this green because I want these to be seen. Especially that red, that really makes it pop. How we doing?
Everybody's having fun. Got some more hearts.
Okay.
Thanks everybody for being on tonight and staying with us. Got a great group, 107 people.
All right. Okay, so I've got these cute branches. These things have bells on them. These branches, so I don't know if you can see that but or hear it. But these are so great. They're snowy, and plus they've got the bells on them. And they're especially long, because I'm going to put these to extend down to the bottom or to the end of my greenery. Okay, one thing I love about Pick Machine is, see, I just cut those 3 things off. And now I can combine them together and pick them, and that way they stay together like that. So they've got to pick on the end, and I can now come in under here and grab that foam that's under the hat. And that's just, again, a way for this to stay securely in your design. And you can kind of feel it when it hits it. And the lovely thing about this particular pick is it does bend. Like all these little branches have wire in them, so they will bend for you. Now I'm going to pull out a couple more. I just love the way those sound. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. I can't believe it's right here upon us. Everybody's scrambling around, getting their stuff done. Okay. So I've got to pick on those. Little bit of glue. I'm going to do it on this end because I want a little bit more on this side. So I'm going to come in under the hat, put it into my foam, and that just really adds a whole new element with the snow. And then you can shape it. We're going to put some ornaments, we're going to put some ribbon, so we're by no means finished. If you have not seen our YouTube channel, please go and subscribe. Lots of free content there. Tutorials and informational videos. I do love the fact that this has the bell in it, so it gives it that Christmassy feel. But I was talking about earlier about the wreath workshop with me, Dylan, and Jackie. If you want to look at all the information about it, please go to Jackie's Wreaths and Things. And, good Lord, look at that strain. Gosh. Ah! Help, I've been attacked. Oh, come on. That's enough of that. Anyway, go to Jackie's Recent Things and check out the information on the workshop. It's filling up. We would love for you to be a part of it. She's gotten special hotel rates for those of you coming from out of town. And I think you'll enjoy yourself and learn a lot. Plus you get to hang out with Dylan, and he is a hoot. Okay, so here's what we have so far. And this is going to be a long statement piece. All right, let's add a few ornaments. I'm going to put some black in here. And these are not foam, they are plastic. So I am going to wire those in. With some just regular wire, floral wire. Okay, so I've just got some of this regular floral wire. Let's take a good piece of it. So far, so good. We're still connected. Woohoo!
We've had 2 nights now with no problem.
Don't say it too loud.
Oh.
Don't say it. I don't want it to jinx us. I think I need to put my glasses on because I cannot see what I'm doing.
Comes with age.
Watch it, buddy. You've got a birthday this week.
You know, I hadn't even thought of the 10th. I sure did.
The 10th?
Well, today's the 10th. It's not this week.
Isn't it Sunday?
That's next week.
Sunday's not next week.
It's the beginning of a new week.
Okay, if you say so. Okay, I'm going to wrap this around a branch. And that's not tight enough for my taste, so I'm going to do that piece of greenery is kind of thick. I think that's why. Well, fiddle-de-poo-poo.
Yeah, I think you need to keep that for our table.
You do?
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to glue this sucker. Forget the wiring. The Harlequin ornaments, these came from Maravik. And that's a company that I've used for wholesale purchases for a while. So on this particular thing, because I'm going to, you know, try to keep things symmetrical, I'm going to put, instead of one on this side, I'm going to put it up in the front. Okay, so I've got it right there. We'll turn it around. And I'm going to put it on the opposite corner. So I've got this one here. I'm just going to put this one up here on the front with some glue. Actually, David, Meravic is Meravic.
Uh-oh.
And they do have a website, and you can purchase wholesale from them if you qualify. Okay, so those are good right there. Here's what we have. Put them opposite each other. Now I have a couple of white ones I'm going to kind of put maybe down in here. And I am going to add ribbon. Now these are foam, so let me show you what I do with my foam ones. You can get this tinsel rope. Most places have this, just about anywhere. And I'm going to cut a little piece of it, put a pick on it, put some glue on it, stab it. The other one I couldn't do this to because it was plastic. But the foam ones you can totally do this. Okay, so I've got that on there like so. I'm going to come down here about halfway and add this white one. And then you can take that green piece and wrap around. Your other greenery. And it works beautifully. And because it's green, you don't see it. You don't see the other, the stick, this. We changed my setup with my tables today a little bit, gave me a little bit more room. I felt like I didn't have enough room, especially when you do something this big. This would make a nice custom order too. Now see how I've kind of got that one over there? I'm going to kind of do the opposite over here and not make them all ducks in a row just lined up. That drives me crazy to have things two lined up in a row. Okay, here we go. Here's what we have so far. Now we're going to start adding a little bit of ribbon. And then if there's anything else we need to fill in with, we can. Okay, here's the ribbon I picked out. I have a really pretty peppermint stripe and then a lime green, which I'm not really feeling this one too much. It doesn't, I'm not feeling that one. This one's got some dots in red. And here's some true peppermint candies. Let's see, what else did I pull? I pulled this 4-inch dot, which is similar to the hat. And then here's a pretty green stripe in red. I like this one a lot. And then this one's got some green in it, which might work better. can say using this one. It's the same, but it's got the green in it. And then, of course, I've got the Harlequin with some little green places in it, okay? So, let me decide which one am I going to use. I think I'm going to use this wide 4-inch. Because it does make a really good statement.
One of the ladies tonight, Bridget Russell, was asking a great question. If afterwards, when you get through and we're fixing to sing goodnight,
Kumbaya.
That do you have some of the stuff you created in TCS that they were asking that you could show a few things?
I have one or two. Yeah, I have a few things. Yeah, I do.
So
we can do a little show and tell.
Yeah, 3 or 4 or 2 or 3. So the answer is yes, Bridget.
I have to do it.
That's a great question, though, and give them some ideas of what you're actually teaching, and
exactly.
they may be missing out on.
Yeah, true. All right, so I just cut these at an angle, sort of at the end, and I've got a 4-inch and a 2.5-inch, and I'm going to make. Let's see. Let me do it this way. Oh, but I love this one a lot. Let me use this one. Okay, so I'm going to do a 14-inch loop, so with about a 10-inch tail. So I'm measuring 10 inches here, 14 inches there, and putting those two together. And there's my tail. And it doesn't have to be exact. And I have these little clips that I can, instead of my fingers holding it, look at that. And then I'm going to do the 4-inch the same way. I'm going to cut 10 and then 14 and make a loop. Cut this end off, just kind of even with that one. All right, I'm going to take some of my tinsel rope here, put these two together, tie it around. Okay, now I'm going to put this on the end down here. Oh, let's say just so that the tails are going to kind of cover up the end of the greenery. And then I'm going to just wrap that around the bottom. All right, now let's fluff it out. So this is not even a bow. This is just a loop. A couple of loops. Remember to always fluff your ribbon from the inside like this so you don't pull the wire across out of it. Bring your tails around so they're opposite each other. It's kind of like a fake bow in a way. So here's what we have. If you can't tie a bow, you can do this. Right. Jackie's here. Jackie, put the link to our event for Longview so people can go register. So I know they want to do it. Be a fun event. All right, so let me turn this around and do the same thing on this other end. So it's a 10-inch tail, measure out 14 inches. So when you loop it, it's going to be 7 inches on your loop. Scrunch it together and then cut your tail even with the other one. Okay, where to put, oh, here's my clamp. I'm going to clamp that together. You can use a clothespin, same difference. Same thing on this, measure a 10-inch tail, then a 14-inch loop. Bring the two together, pinch, and cut the same length. Get your, what are these, tinsel ties. Bring them together like so. Wrap it around. These little techniques and tricks are going to all be taught and more in Longview. You don't want to miss this event. It's being held at some of the busiest time in our schedules, but we wanted to get this, squeeze this in before Christmas. So you could get some good ideas about your holiday decorating. So even if you're not a wreath maker and you're just enthusiast, a crafter, this would be a good event for you to attend. You're going to get hands-on instruction. You will leave with 3 different designs, and you can't beat that. Okay, I'm going to open these loops. I'm going to bring one of these tails up and behind. Like so. And then another tail with the 4-inch up here. Get that clean cut. That's kind of nasty looking. You know, this is my love. This is so fun to spend time with friends and create something beautiful together.
You don't see any of your wreath makers friends like Jackie or Nicole or some of the others that you spent time with as competition. They're just peers, just like you,
oh, yeah,
that want to teach and that want to learn.
We're all in this together.
Grow their business, so
we are all together.
That's why you're on tonight.
This one's giving me a little bit of trouble. But as I tell my group, my private group, you are not the boss of me. Anything you're working on, you're the boss of it. So I'm going to make it do what I want it to do. not what it wants to do. Okay, so I think we got that. All right, so we've got 2 ribbons there. Let me hold it up so you can see so far. We're going to add more, don't panic. Here's what we have so far. Okay, let's add some more ribbon because I love it. Okay, let's use this combination and this combination. Same thing, 10-inch tail, 14-inch length for a 7-inch loop. Cut this off. Hold that there. And I'm going to make one with this beautiful harlequin. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a tiny little green dot in there. If you can't make a bow, you can make 2 loops like this. I am confident that you can. Now I'm going to put this ribbon right here at the back. Of the hat. And then we're going to put another one on the other side.
You're trying to be symmetrical, right?
Yeah, to some degree, yes. Right. Exactly. Okay, so this is on the back, and I'm going to do the same thing I did on the other one by just trimming the ends. Just play with this ribbon, pull it around where you want it to go. Remember, this is going to be on a table as a centerpiece, so you want both sides to have some interest in them and not just on the one side, because you got a guest on both sides of your tablescape. So think about all the guests that are there.
Audrey Parsons just joined from Newfoundland.
Oh, fun. Nice. Okay, here's this one. Look what that did, adding that black. So what I'm going to do is put that same combination over here in the front of the hat. Oh, is this the right one? Yeah. Welcome, everybody. This is pretty ribbon. Well, I haven't really seen much ribbon that's not pretty, but you can just see how this ribbon really changes the look of it, of everything. So I've got some tinsel rope. Let's just cut a piece. Dave's being so quiet tonight, I don't know how to take that. He's either tired or concentrating on something else. Okay, so I have this piece I'm going to put at the front on the other side. Being careful not to really cover up my hat, I want to make sure my focal point is still going to be seen. This would last for many, many years. You do it with great construction. And you could even take the ribbon out. Say, for instance, you wanted a little bit of a change. You could take the ribbon out and just change the ribbon and get a whole new look. Now that I've gotten to this point, I'm going to go back and add just a little bit more on the snowy branches. There's some spots where I want to just put that in with the jingle bells.
And Robbie. What's that?
Okay, so here's what we have so far. Let me turn it around. Ooh, it's getting big. There she is. Okay, we're going to put just a little bit more of the snowy. Excuse me. Oh, I also have these peppermints. But I think I'm going to put the snow. Because I love it. I like it. I want more of it. And I'm going to cut this kind of off a little higher because of where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it in the very middle. There's a bunch of greenery here that you can just see greenery. So I want to camouflage that. Now, because, let me turn this around. I want you to really see this. Because this is a long piece, I don't want this going into somebody's plate. I mean, the worst thing that could happen is at Christmas dinner, you've got snowy branches in your chicken and dressing or turkey and dressing. So, this is long, so I'm going to take it and bend it and make a loop. All right, you with me? And then I'm going to take a piece of the greenery that's right here and use that to anchor it. Okay. So we've got ourselves some loops, right? And you've still got the bells and you've still got the wispiness. So that's all I did is I just looped it, okay? Right there. Right here. Same thing on the front. There's all this greenery that you can see. See all this like just plain greenery. I want to put something there to make it more interesting. So I'm going to take a couple of these sticks, pick it, and remember we're still putting this into this floral foam, right? Because it's underneath the
Susan Bollinger asked, what direction do you cut the ribbon tails?
what direction?
Or at what angle, I guess?
Oh, it's just at an angle on the back, on the end, you mean?
Or do you do it a specific way because of a reason, or just?
Just because I'm bored with something else and I'll try something new.
But I mean, are you cutting it one left and one right, or can it be?
Oh, it can be any way.
There you go.
Any way you want.
What are you?
Okay, so I'm just doing the same thing on this side, and I'm bending these pieces of snowy branches, and then I'm using the greenery on the table piece to secure it. Like so. Right here. And that way it shortens your the snow. I am going to put just a few more little pieces of this long going on both sides. Let's see if I've got enough. One. I'll just put one on each side. I've got a lot more of this. I'll just have to go get them. But because I've got this kind of all, look, see all that greenery right there? I don't want that to show. So I'm just going to take one piece of this snowy branch and put more on the edge.
You don't mind some of the greenery showing, but you just want to put something in
Yeah,
front of it.
I don't want it to be just empty.
Right.
So it may have the appearance that I didn't finish it or something. I don't want that. So I'm just going to come right here, pushing into my floral foam, remember, is under the hat. And then I'm going to just twist this. You can even take a piece of the greenery and wrap around it to secure it. And that just adds a little bit more down the side. Okay, let's do that on all four sides. Just to fill in. And we're about through with this. As I said earlier, you could use this same concept of building to do a nice fall. You could put a pumpkin here instead of the hat, which would be a really cute display. And adding leaves and all kind of things down the sides, and more pumpkins and gourds and build out a really pretty fall display. Would make a nice show. Nothing says Christmas like jingle bells. I may have to do one with a pumpkin. That's kind of a fun idea. Whenever possible, and you can use your elements on your greenery, do so, because that way you don't have to worry about adding anything else. Well, now that I know my internet's going to hold up, we can do
This is 2 nights in a row, babe.
I know. I hate to even get excited about it. For fear it may not stay, but we'll see. Okay, folks, we are done. Let me move some of this out of the way so you can get a good picture of it. Got a lot of scraps here. That was easy breezy.
That's about an hour and a half to make something that you could charge how much for, probably?
At least $250.
Say it again.
$250.
$250.
Look how pretty. Look how pretty! Who loves it? Tell me you love it. I love it. I love it. And look how beautiful this will be on a table. Let me get a measurement just to tell you how awesome this will be on a big table. This is about 55 inches. So that's a nice display. But you could use this same technique for any, like for Easter even, if you had a white swag and you could put those two together. You can get shorter teardrops than the one I use. So if you had a smaller table, that would be it. But look how pretty! I love it! Alright, let's talk about some of the things that we've done. Put that aside. That's going to be fun to photograph because it's so long. It will be so fun. Okay, let's talk about some of the things that we've done in my station because I want you to see them and know that we've been busy in there. We haven't just been goofing off.
Whoever requested that was a great idea.
This is a tabletop tree that one night I taught how to construct the containers and how to put this part of it together so it would be very well constructed. And then the next night, and I showed 3 or 4 different containers. Where's your little tree? Over there. So this is just in an urn, and we've added some little bird accents, things like that. Cute tabletop trees. These are great for hospitals or nursing homes or someplace that you don't really want to decorate. Maybe you just want to do a little tree. So that was one we did. This is one that David's claimed for his office. And it's just a little snowman hat. And here's that fur that I use to cover up all the mechanics in the tree. But I taught how to put this in the container and then how to simply decorate. This is a minimal design because it's going in David's office and he didn't want to be too frou-frou. So that's that one. Here's another one that's in just a plastic container. And then, you know, you want to make sure your elements don't come out. You see what I mean? So that will ensure that you're going to have these for a number of years. And then we use the snowy stuff on the bottom. Yeah, the boa makes it look like it's snowing. Mm-hmm. So those were the three trees we did.
You show your swag?
Yeah.
We'll save the pumpkin till last. That's a cute one. Oh, the scarecrow pumpkin.
This is the skate swag that I did.
You're going to have to hold it up higher or I will get all of it. We're losing her.
I'll be right back.
She'll be right back. I can't explain any of these. I'll hold them up. This was one of the first ones she did for this season, and for her TCS girls and guys in her group, and it was about a 2-hour because she kept adding and adding and adding. And I'm thinking that's too much, but when she was through, it was just the right amount. She's got these little wooden ice skates. And here, you do a better job on this. This was a pretty severe build here.
Okay.
I was telling you, I didn't think it would ever end, and it was too much. But when it was finished, it was unbelievable.
Everything in this is from Hobby Lobby. So this furry ribbon, the skates, the snowy branches. We've got some little furry balls and jingle bell garland. It gives a little bit of a jingle. So this one was really fun to do. All in the station. Let's see. It's kind of big. Where am I going to put it? Right here. Let's see, what else did we do? Oh, we did this. Yes, Terry can do deco mesh. And this is a little different deco mesh because it's not round. It's kind of got a, let me get it, that's the correct orientation. But I taught you how to do this deco mesh wreath. There it is. It's got a metal snowman, and then I added some florals to it and sparklies and some greenery, and of course the terry bow. But you can see the shape is not a traditional round one, so I taught you how to do that. That one we did.
Then we'll show the pumpkin, and then I'll have to decide if this is something they'd want to get involved in.
Right. This was one of our featured tutorials. And again, everything from this wreath was at Hobby Lobby except for this ribbon right here and this ribbon. But, you know, this is a very popular style right now with the buffalo plaids. And give you instructions on how to attach the sign, how to put in all this garland and make this, and it's no big deal. You can do it. You can do it. Let's see. I guess that's it, babe.
Well, let's show the pumpkin.
Oh, this was the one
This was a favorite of mine. It was just the other night, and
This
it
is
was
the
real
one we
cute.
did.
Show 'em how you started out.
This is what we did. What night was this?
Two or three
Monday?
nights.
Monday night.
Yeah, 2 or 3 nights ago.
So I started with a basket from Michael's. But I show you how to
Turn the
construct.
face around to them.
I'm showing them the
Oh,
basket.
okay.
But I was showing them the basket from Michael's. And then I taught you how to build up with the foam and where to put it and how to put it in there. And we put a pumpkin for the belly. How I got these arms to be bendable. How the legs were able to be shaped. We added these crows, which was one of my members' ideas that I loved. And this is just a wreath kit, a scarecrow wreath kit. Isn't that fun? And perfect for a table or whatever. I think he's cute. I'm keeping this one. I'm keeping this one. I gotta keep something.
Well, I want you to keep it, or make another one.
Yeah, I could make another one. Anyway, thank you for joining us tonight. I apologize for all this allergy stuff, but we made it through. We did not get disconnected, so I'm happy about that. And this video will be uploaded to YouTube. And, of course, you can watch it on our page anytime you would want. If you want more information about Terry's Creation Station, our membership group, you can go to www.terryscreationstation.com and get on the Terry's train and check out the event for November that I will be at. And then next week I'll be in Illinois at a personal appearance at the Crafters Convention, so I hope to see some of you there and shake your hand, hug your neck, talk about stuff.
Time to say goodnight?
Yep.
We gonna sing again?
No, we're not.
We don't sing.
No, we don't.
All
I mean,
right.
I do, but I don't.
Well, tell everybody good night. I had a good time.
You did? You were quiet tonight.
Well, I was chit-chatting and had Colin in there. He was chatting, and you had a lot of help tonight. So
Oh, good.
thank you for dropping in with us tonight, and hopefully something that they might visit your TCS site.
Yeah, check it out. And then also, we're going to do more lives on here too. So now that we've got the tech figured out, I think.
All right.
I hope. No more meltdowns.
Okay.
He's going, wrap it up, wrap it up.
No,
wrap
no,
it up.
no.
All right.
All right.
Night,
Good
everybody.